Purdue University researcher Andy Tao is making cutting-edge discoveries to detect and treat the early stages of cancer. Tao's work has personal meaning. He has witnessed colleagues and family members affected by cancer, including his late uncle in China who had liver cancer.
He was basically encouraged that he would undergo multiple stages of chemotherapy. He would be cured, and which happened the first few months. After the chemotherapy and cancer basically treated, he felt really good. He thought he would be cured, and then of course I heard the whole thing. I called back and know what stage his cancer is. And honestly, I don't think it would be cured unless there will be miracle, which never happened. So he pretty much passed away 6 months later.
Tao and his team monitor phosphorylation, a process that leads to cells growing rapidly and becoming cancerous. The lab has developed PolyMAC. PolyMAC is a nanopolymer with titanium-coated ions on its surface. The ions bind to and pull cancer-causing proteins out of cells.
This PolyMAC reagent basically is a highly efficient reagent to fish out this type of molecule. It's called phosphorylated proteins. And then once it's fished out, then it can be analyzed by mass spectrometry, which is in my lab for the identification of these proteins and look also the side of this phosphorylation.
Another Tao-developed nanopolymer is pIMAGO. It's used to determine whether cancer drugs reach their target proteins or if those proteins go on to phosphorylate, meaning the drugs did not work.
Do a reaction in the tube on the plate, then you add this pIMAGO, and then you potentially can see the color changes. And this can be used for cancer discovery, for example, whether this cancer drug will inhibit the kinase activity, and in that case will inhibit the phosphorylation changes.
Tao has started a company called Timora Analytical in the Purdue Research Park to commercialize PolyMAC, and he's further developing pIMAGO with industrial partners. He hopes his work will lead to even bigger breakthroughs in the fight against cancer.
Fighting against cancer is certainly a very difficult war, and I understand in the 1970s President Nixon said it was declare war against the cancer, but the progress is being much slower than we expected, and they need a lot of researchers from all different fields to fight together against the cancers.
Tao's lab is part of the Purdue Center for Cancer Research, which includes scientists from across campus working on cancer detection and drug delivery research.